It's your boy Finesse Game Polo, and I'm clocking T with SarenaB. You heard?
Let's get to the paper, baby, where the cash at?
Welcome to Clock and Tea with SarenaB. Today I have Finesse Gang Polo, everybody.
Yeah, you already know who it is. We had the touchdown Clock and Tea with SarenaB. You know, she doing her thing, so had to come support this movement, you feel me? And we getting it, you feel me? South Florida, we in this bitch, you feel me? From West Orlando, but we in this bitch.
Of course, and you know, we needed you on here because I know that you're a poppin' artist right now in South Florida. You know, you're making some waves with head, shoulder, knees, toes. How's that going? How's all your tracks?
Okay, so look, you know, head, shoulder, knees, toes did a lot of work for me, you feel me? Did Freaked Out, hit the charts, you feel me? We going on up. Just did Remember with my boy Tight on there, you feel me? And we got more motion on the way. You already know we ain't playing no games. We coming over to take 2025 and we doing it just like that, you heard?
Period. He's coming to take over, so y'all need to keep an eye out for Finesse Gang Polo because he's going up right now. For our first segment, we have Clock That Tea. So Clock That Tea is where we tap into who the artist is, a little bit about their background, and you know, just basically getting to know the artist a little bit more. So Finesse Gang, how would you get your name? We just want to know.
Okay, so look, when I was growing up, basically I come from West Orlando, the Palms, you feel me? The little bricks over there off of Mercy Drive. The dudes used to call me Finesse because I used to be finessing, you feel me? A little finesse here, a little finesse there, you feel me? Nothing wrong with it but to do it, you feel me? Get that bread by any means necessary, just keep on pushing. Females used to call me Polo because I was the only white boy in the bricks, and they said I was walking around with a horse, so you know what it do. Just like that, that's how I got the name though.
Okay, I like that. I really do like that. That's amazing. So, I'm just curious, how did you get into music? Like, what made you feel like, all right, now I want to start some music?
Okay, so how I got into music or whatnot was actually being young and listening to music. I started listening to music and everything like that, and that helped cope with my feelings and my pain, everything that I was going through, trauma, this and the third. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna test this out. At first I started writing and this and the third. It started releasing stress off of me, this and the third, but I didn't know that I was good at first until I got incarcerated in juvie at the age of 11. You feel me? I went down the road for about 2 years. You feel me? Then when I went down the road, I started doing music. People caught on to it. The guards in there, they wanted to always hear me rap. The children around there always wanted to hear me rap. So I knew I had a little gift from there. I went on and took on with it. Took on with my talent. You feel me? Went further with my talent. I started networking around the streets of Orlando. Then we moved to Georgia. You feel me? Started pushing through Georgia, then to the Carolinas with it. Called up a buzz in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. Shout out to Columbia, South Carolina.
Shout out.
Put in the work, networked, you feel me, all through the city, met a lot of people, built a lot of relationships, brought up my connections, went back down to Georgia, networked, built relations, started ghostwriting. And ghostwriting got me to where I'm at right now. Started doing music, taking it more serious, and this and the third, and I went from there. Just like that.
All right, I like to hear that, you know, and it seems that you catching the buzz now down here in South Florida. A lot of people are looking you up. You get your Spotify is going up, your numbers are going up, your followers is going up. Everything you do, it seems like motion is attached to it. So I'm really proud of you in that aspect, and I know the fans are looking to see more. So I already know we got a lot in store.
And we giving it to them.
That part. So, I just want to know also, you know, growing up around hip-hop, you know, being from the background you came from, who were your biggest influences that made you feel like, all right, this is inspiring to me, dead or alive?
Okay, so my biggest influences musically, like, I grew up listening to, like, BG from the Hot Boys. He influenced me on a lot of my music. Outkast influenced me a lot on my music. Rich Homie Quan influenced me a lot on my music. Lil Durk, like, before he blew up, when he was underground, influenced a lot of my music. So it's a lot of big names that influence me, but at the end of the day, I'm just me, myself, and I, so I do it off the strength of me.
Of course. Okay, so how do you deal with creative blocks when you feel like you can't write something, or you know it's not as you would like it to be? How do you deal with getting around creative blocks?
So basically, I like the era where I don't use no social media. I don't use no phone. I just go to my room. I sit back in my room. I need space. I cut myself off from the world for a couple of days and just recuperate my mind and my brain and everything like that, and let my emotions take control of the situation, whatever I'm feeling at that time, and then I go into it. If I'm having writer block, I'll get out of it quick. I just need to cut myself off from everything that surrounds me.
You know, it's really hard to get sometimes that mental space you need to actually write and make something that's going to be a great hit.
That's fact.
So, what is something that you must do or you must have when you're in the studio?
Something to drink. I gotta have some food too. I gotta eat something. Either right before I go to the studio or while I'm in the studio, I gotta have something to munch on. So I like to eat and drink up in the studio. That's what I gotta have with me. That's all I really gotta have. I don't need no smoke. I don't need no drugs. I don't need none of that.
Okay.
Just need some food and some drink.
Seems like basic necessities.
Yeah,
of course. Okay. So, who are your dream collabs?
Dream collabs. So I want to work with BG one day. I do want to work with BG because he was a big influence. I wanted to work with Rich Homie Quan too as well, but Rich Homie Quan is gone.
Yeah,
so that's really,
RIP.
That was only like my two major features that I would dream to work with right there. Is BG and Rich Homie Quan for real.
Okay. How do you deal with people that doubt you? How do you handle like someone that you know is hating on you, doubting you, making you feel like, okay, you can't do this or you can't do that? How do you deal with people that try to put you down?
I just cut them off, and then basically let them see me. Let them see me, let them see my work, let them see my growth, and then see what they missing out on. Basically shit on them in a nice way. You feel me? That's how you do it. Shit on them in a nice way. That's the best way to do it. If you doubted me, you're going to see me working, and that's all you're going to see, and then turn the doubters into believers. Let them see your vision. Don't force it on them. Just say, okay, you don't want to believe in my vision, you don't want to see my worth, then okay, well, just don't see it. I'm going to make you see it, and I ain't even going to talk to you about it. You just going to see me working, and when you see what I'm doing, then you're going to want to come back around and penny pinch off of me, and it ain't happening. So.
That part. You gotta let them know it ain't nothing to cut them off. Gotta cut them off sometimes.
Cut a bitch off. Oh God.
Okay. Our next segment now is called Petty and Proud. So we're gonna tap into the artist's petty moments and see what exactly that is and how petty can they get. What is the pettiest thing that you have done to somebody that you don't regret?
Really? I don't know. Really, to be honest, on the most pettiest thing I've done. I don't know for real on that one. On that tip, I might have to come back to that question. because I don't know.
Have you ever unfollowed somebody on purpose?
Yeah. If you're watching, you know who you is.
So, what is your cutoff rule?
What's my cutoff rule?
Yes.
Okay, my cutoff rule is if you wasted my time. If you waste my time too much, I gotta cut you off because time is valuable, and I need all my time. It's too much time to grow, too much this, third. If you wasted my time, you got to go. That's the number one cutoff.
I think that's reasonable. Very reasonable to me. What's the last thing that you Googled in your phone?
Me, myself, and I. Like, for real, though, on some marketing stuff, like, to better out marketing for music or something like that, I usually... If I'm using Google, I'm trying to do research and growth on knowledge.
Yeah, that's good. You know, you always got to get more and more research done because there's always something new to learn and a way to expand your knowledge, you know. How about you pick one of your meanings for one of your... Pick one verse from one of your songs and break it down for me.
Okay, so I'm going to do Young, Fly, and Flashy. So, Young, Fly, and Flashy, all she see is money while I'm smacking on the ass cheek. You feel me? Because all she see is money when I'm smacking on the ass cheek. She a gold digger. She want that paper up
She want that money.
Yeah. So like you got you got to do the little Boston Richie, a little bit of trick. You feel me? And then you call it Icky Vicky Timmy Turner to a baddie. You feel me? Because look, Fairly Odd Parents, Icky Vicky, Timmy Turner to a baddie. Use his name, flip that real quick, turn that bitch to a bad bitch. She ugly as hell. You can still turn her to a bad bitch. You feel me? Just dial her up. You feel me? But nah, that's a little something right there.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food? I like seafood.
Seafood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? What
I like
kind?
seafood. I like shrimp.
Shrimp?
I like shrimp.
Okay. A lot of people love shrimp. Like that's like a what is it? A appetizer delicacy? Okay.
Yeah.
I see you. Basically for this part I'm gonna do this or that.
Okay.
So do you prefer text or phone calls?
I like phone calls because like text could be like misconstrued. Like people could be like text or something and you take it out of text. You feel me? I need a phone call to understand your energy sometimes because
it could get misinterpreted.
Yeah.
It definitely could get like the meaning could get completely thrown off.
That's true.
Okay. Would you rather live in the city or the suburbs?
I mean, I'm a city boy and I love the city, but right at this moment, the city. But when I get older, go to the suburbs.
Okay.
I want the suburbs. I want a country to live in. Like I want to live in the country.
You want animals? You want a farm?
Nah, I don't want all that. I don't want all that.
You don't want all that?
But I do wanna sit back and just relax. Maybe be deep off in my own space.
Okay. Do you prefer money or traveling?
Money.
Of course.
Money, because
Of course.
I could travel with money.
Exactly.
So I'll take the money over traveling any day. But then at the same time, I don't know, because traveling could get you money.
Yeah.
So if I'm not traveling, I can't get money. So you need both of them, but I'm going to take money. I'm just going to take money.
Okay. Headphones or speakers?
Speakers. But then I need my headphones too. Because somebody might be trying to be nosy. Yeah, now if I'm listening to music, speakers. But if I'm on the phone or something, I need them headphones.
Of course, privacy. Record deal or independent?
Independent.
That part.
Because you could do so much more being an independent artist and investing in your own career. Like, now, if you want a label, just take the bread and invest in yourself. Don't buy no jewelry. Don't buy this. You don't buy nothing like that. Just take that money and invest in you. Because it's a loan. And you're going to have to pay that loan one way or another. Now, I fuck with labels and this and the third, but at the same time, like, just keeping it real, a person don't need a label to blow up. And that's the truth. The truth, all day.
Okay. Do you prefer the rain or the sunshine?
I like my rainy days. And I like my sunshine too. I gotta have both of them, but I like my rainy days because it keeps me in peace.
Yes.
It's got that little drizzle. You can lay back and relax.
Yeah.
All that kind of good stuff. So I love my little rainy days.
Okay. Okay. Do you prefer throwbacks or new trends?
I mean,
On a music tip.
I like throwbacks, but sometimes like when I listen to throwbacks, I be like, okay, yeah, but that shit get too old. So I need the new music. I need that new music. Give me some new music. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with the new.
Okay.
Because boom, although I can listen to the old shit anytime, but that shit gets old quick. I'd rather listen to the new shit.
Right.
For real sometimes.
Would you prefer having a good beat or good lyrics?
A good beat, because a beat is what makes the song for real nowadays. Like you could talk about anything on a beat, and it's gonna be a hit nowadays. But if I'm listening to music, I'm listening for lyrics. That's just me personally. But with the layer work, shit, give me a good beat, and I'll just rap about some nonsense, and it's gonna be a hit.
Okay. Okay. So, how about having an early studio session or a late studio session?
I like to get mine done early. I like mine in the early daytime. You can get it over and done with.
Okay.
And then enjoy the rest of my day.
Yeah, you just want to get to work and then be able to relax after.
Yeah, because I go in there late, I'm already tired. And then boom.
Yeah.
Be even more tired when I get home. Get that early session.
Okay. Would you prefer to have true love or success?
Success.
Success?
Success.
Okay. So you're choosing success over the love.
Yeah, Because love ain't going to get you nowhere. Loyalty do.
Yep. Next segment I'm going to do is called The Final Sip.
Okay.
So that's basically the conclusion of our interview and just wrapping things up and, basic last thoughts that you have and words of advice for your fans. So if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Music's everything to me, for real. So I can't really even put that into no question. Like, when I got into this music industry and when I discovered that I could do music, that's the only thing I had set for life.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be somewhere in this industry. So either me ghostwriting, either me having a label, either me doing marketing, something of that nature. So that's how I look at it. If I wasn't physically being an artist, that's where I would be.
What is one piece of advice you would give to new artists that are just starting out, trying to get on their feet, trying to get their rap career started?
Get you a job. Get you a job. A job. Even if it's washing cars. Get you some type of income. Invest in your career into marketing. But before you invest in marketing, you got to network. Okay? You network. So you go build around relationships, meet all these people, build up your connections. Once you build up your connections, then start investing. You feel me? And invest in your career the right way, the smart way. Don't do no sour business with no janky promoter. At the end of the day, when you do this, you do it the right way and you stay in it for the long term. Don't go in there thinking, hey, I'm going to blow up off of TikTok and this and the third, because you come up, you blow up off of TikTok, your song spent 2-3 days max and they forget you the next day. Just do it the right way. That's all I got to say on that tip. And at the end of the day, if you're going to go do showcases, you could do showcases. But don't keep on going back to that same venue. Network out. So if it's a small showcase in Miami, yeah, go to that small showcase in Miami. Don't go back to that small showcase in Miami. Then go to Broward. Then go to Tampa. Then go to Fort Myers. Then go to Jacksonville. Then go all these other places. Don't mess up and just keep on going to the same venue, seeing the same 6 people you saw yesterday. That's all I'm going to say.
That's great advice. Yeah, that does happen a lot. You end up going, you keep repeating, and you're in front of the same audience, and you're not getting no actual engagement and networking.
And don't let nobody sell you no dream.
Yep, there's a lot of dream sellers out here.
Yeah.
So, being that you've been doing this for such a long time, and you've been working really hard, this year, what can people really expect from you for this year? What can they expect to see? What you're going to achieve? What goals do you have set for this year that people are going to see?
Seeing me work with a lot of new artists, bigger artists, people that's popping. You feel me? You're going to see a lot of features this year. You're going to see a lot of work from me, a lot of videos.
Do you want to disclose those features?
Nah, I ain't going to disclose.
Yeah? You're going to be a surprise?
Yeah, it's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
Now, more music, more hits, more videos, more reels, me networking more, me going different places. I'm going to be traveling, going all around the globe. That's what I'm trying to do this year. And that's the way of life. You gotta experience this and love it for what it is and take it for what it ain't.
Absolutely. Where can people find you on social media?
So they can find me at all social medias at Finesse Gang Polo. All together. FINESSEGANGPOLO. Finesse Gang Polo. Everything. Finesse Gang Polo. Finesse Gang. And don't forget it. You feel me? We locking in this year and we doing big things for real, for real.
Everybody go ahead, follow Finesse Gang Polo online, all social media platforms. And thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Finesse, for coming out and giving us a great interview, letting us know what you got going on, and letting people know that you are one of the artists that they need to tap in to get to the next level.
And don't forget, clock in with Clock and Tea with SarenaB. For real, for all the good news, you feel me? Tap in with her for interviews. Don't slip up on this opportunity. Y'all get with it and get heard, get seen, get exposure. You feel me? And work. You feel me? Don't fall off. Don't fall off. You feel me? Don't take this thing slow. You in it to win it. Don't just come in here thinking it's a game.
Absolutely.
Tap in with SarenaB, Clock and Tea. You feel me?
Yep.
For real, for real.
Thank you so much for coming out. You know, I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day because I know you're so busy. You got so many things going on. I'm so appreciative that you came out to give us this interview and let people know what they need to look out for.
Thank you for having me too as well. We gonna turn up this year for real.
Absolutely.
For real. And she got some hits too now. Y'all gotta go tap in with her on her music tip too. She got them hits too now. Don't take it for credit. You feel me? Granted. Don't take it for granted. You feel me? For real. We up this year.
All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Clock and Tea with SarenaB. Until the next episode.
You already know I'm clocking T with SarenaB, you heard?